I wonder why that would be that way. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. We should have the mic working now. I'm not really sure what happened there, but here we are. So we lost the camera. Let me fix that real quick. And we have to deactivate, then reactivate. And shields up. All right. All right, so let's recap there the first couple of minutes of me talking to nobody. Appreciate the tips there, Zarko and Emmett. Appreciate that. Okay, so anyway, what I was talking about here with this guy is when I did the bot comparison, I have a really overwhelming mod advantage on this guy. So this, from the beginning, this seemed like it was my match to win. And now when we go in and take a look, we've got a pretty good setup here to get going. So let's start here in the bottom front for the defensive review. Changed up a few things here. So we have Bamqueel, IG-11, Vandor, Dengar. I had Nest here last time. I have otherwise employed Nest. We'll catch that. You got GG, B1, B2, T3M4, and Magna. I took this straight from Dylar. I love the idea of T3. What I've since done is I've taken him up to Relic 5, and I put him in full 6-dot health mods with an emphasis on potency. So he has a potency cross, he's got good potency secondaries. In a full health set, he's sitting at 99% potency. So I really like T3, didn't really stop him here, but it's awesome. Thank you so much, Heinzie. Awesome, huge raid, holy crap, 46, that might be bigger than the raid you sent me the other day. Well, thanks everybody who's joining in. If you're in the US time like me, good morning. If you're on the other side of the planet, 14 hours out, good evening. You're up pretty late here. So, we're just discussing about my defenses. Let me take a note here real quick. I actually track all this on my sheet, and PrimeBot was telling me how he did his attacks. So let me make a note here. He was doing his attacks so late that I kind of had to take notes on my phone in bed. So let me pull up those notes. Reference, there we go. Okay, so let's see. On Bam, he got 56. Mark that in. GG, he got 53. Against Ray Jawa's L3, he got 58. Against the Newt team, he got 62, so that's a GL. He had no idea how he wanted to handle that, so he just brooded through it, and we'll see how much that cost him when we get right to it. Mother Talzin, we have to go to the other zone now, I guess. Where did I put Mother Talzin? No, we'll come back for the top lane. All right, so down at the bottom here, I set RJT on the back row last round too. I think she would have been better up front this time, but that was me being kind of in a hurry. So let me see. Let me also make sure I've got the chat pulled up. There we go. Okay, I appreciate that, Chuck. Last time Heinzie raided here, I was massively triggered because he's like, Heinzie's roster is easy to mod. He had everybody raiding in saying, and I'm like, man, Heinzie's roster was a pleasure to remod, but that was like 15 hours of work to get that one set up right. So it's good deal. That Scoundrel team. David. Oh, this one makes me so happy. So David was the one that tipped me off about this C team to put down. I used it in the distant past, but I'm generally not comfortable putting C down on defense just because it's one of the more easily beaten GLs on D. And I also admit that I've gotten a little overly accustomed to using C Watt, C Armor for certain things, so it pushed me out of my comfort zone. That recommendation came from David, so I appreciate that. It got us a hold. The real pleasure here, though, is I tweaked a little bit on my Scoundrels team, right? We had Mission Zalbar in there last time. Anyway, I decided to take off one of those resistance teams that I had on last round took the veterans, put them there under Stormtrooper Han with Zalbar, 2 tanks there with decent damage threats from the 2 veterans, but then you just have this lumbering, snowballing god over there with the Relic 7 Wampa in the full tenacity modding. He's a monster. So, guy just massacred himself on that. And now, let's get up to the top lane. So, he, let me note down on my sheet how he did those clears back there. I don't want to forget about that. So against the bottom teams. I really should have done this before the stream, but a little pressed for time. RHF, RHP, C, DR, BSF, Mara, Malik, and then Stormtrooper Han, Vet Chewie, Vet Han, Zal, and Wampa. So now we put the comment there that we got 3 holds, which is just astounding. Astounding. Amazing team. Amazing performance. Alright, now let's get the values on the sheet. How did he actually do for these clears? Ain't gonna be high for that Scoundrels team. Alright, RJT, he got 58 to clear that. He got 36 on C. I need to mark that there was 1 hold there as well. Not often to get multiple holds here, but, you take it when you can get it. And then what did he get for Stormtrooper Han? He got himself a whopping 28. All right, now let's take a look again here at the top row. So I think this guy's well and truly screwed here. He dropped hard on Rex Zaris. It's always a risk setting this down. If your opponent is we can't see on stream. Did the Scoundrel get 4 holds? Oh, it cuts off. Damn it. Yeah, it got 3 holds. How do I know how many banners he got, Kilo? There is a bot called PrimeBot. You can access it through any number of people's Discords. You could get to it through mine if you wanted. But PrimeBot, you basically enter a command with your opponent's ally code, and it will track every time they are gaining banners for their, overall GAC score. It's just tracking the overall GAC score. So sometimes you can get like a false positive and you think that your opponent's attacking, whereas they're actually just cashing in a feat, and you'll get the ping saying, hey, they just picked up 100 banners, and you're like, nobody clears something for 100 banners. Oh, that was a feat. So you have to mind that, but otherwise, if you're mindful about when your opponent's attacking, you can get the ping from PrimeBot saying they cleared, and that's your cue to go back and check, what did they just beat? And now you know how many banners they got and against whom they did it. And what I also do, I go the extra step. Thank you for the bits, Fulbright. Much appreciated. Oh gosh, we got a whole bunch of follows here. DJ Twerking, thank you. St. George 81, Go Cubs 8. Thank you all for the follows. Pleasure to have you here. So anyways, Beer Smash, the 11 a.m. Beer Smash. I got actually an interview for a good job today coming up this afternoon, so not trying to be wasty pants for that kind of call. But appreciate the offer all the same. But anyway, so I go back in, after Swugga.gg updates the next week, I go back into my spreadsheet. I just have a Google sheet. I track all my attacks, and I put in my defenses as well, and I go back to Swugga next week and fill in exactly what teams they used for their attacks. And I'll note, if they had drops, what did they use to drop? It's all part of the comment field. If you wanted to take a look at how I have my spreadsheet set up, you can get to it through my Discord. There's a resources channel. You can get the link to my 3 vs 3 sheet and 5 vs 5. They're both set up and expanded based on Division 1, but you could shrink it down to whatever space you're in if you're not in Division 1 and make use of it for yourself. But having a custom resource that's based on your roster that you can control F, that's nice. I get lots of ideas from this that I wouldn't otherwise get. All right, so let's talk here. So Mother Talzin, he cleared for 60. Maul, let's see here. What did he do for Maul? He got 58 on Maul. Let's enter that in. Oops, that's the wrong field. Against Crew, Sith Trooper, Kylo, Faust, and Fox. He got 55, so that worked swimmingly. Stripping those 5 banners is outstanding. And then, of course, he is stopped up on Rex. So we're going to mark that as a big old X on the sheet because I truly think he is out of steam. So, based on his history, I also set, special surprise for him in the back because he has a very consistent attack plan, and I wanted to punish that. But I guess it's not in the cards. I guess we're not going to get to see how he does with that. Okay, let's have ourselves a look. Yeah, Kilo, go ahead and hop on Discord. If you ever got any questions, you can hit me up about that sheet. But I'll tell you what, I mean, there's a lot of ways to improve your game here. I'd say one of the biggest gains I made was starting to track everything. And then when you're looking at an opponent's team sometimes, and you're like, man, I've got this and that set on defense. How am I going to make this work? What am I going to do? And then you Control F your sheet and see what somebody used against against that team that you yourself placed on defense previously, and you just forgot about it. Boom, right there. You can't beat that. Ringer, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you sending folks over. So happy to have you here. Good morning. All right, so let's take a look at let's start the offensive review. So our opponent's defenses. GG, B1, Newt, B2, Magna. No strangers there. DR, Set, Malik, BSF, and Marauder. Now, here's what's interesting about these guys. Dreadful slow DR. 304 DR. And 305 Basilichan. So he had the strategy of having the BSF faster, but if you're going to have a slow DR, you make him thick, right? If you can't outrun, you need to outlast. And that's not what he did here. He's set up in speed and crit chance. Pretty much the same here on Bastilo, right? Speed and crit chance. Yeah. So, his speed, I don't know. The speed on Bastilo is good, but this is going to be easily outrun. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, 200,000 pool. 183% tenacity is actually pretty good for not being in full 60s. Yeah, there's definitely some room yet to go on those. Those are nice mods, actually, tenacity-wise. Okay, and then you have Crew, OG Kylo, Phasma, Fox, and First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot, FOSTFP. And then Banqueel, IG-11, L3, Vandor. So we'll come back to that. I have some ideas about how I want to do this wall, but again, everything's subject to how we clear down here. So this is where we're going to get started, and let me make notes where we're at. Okay, so yeah, Bastila, Resistance Brothers, RJT, and Holdo. Then Asajj, Zombie, Daka, Mother Talzin, Spirit, Bo-Katan, Sabine, Armor, Gar Saxon, Imperial Super Commando. Appreciate the guy having him at high relics. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. He actually has him in sets. Look at this guy. Mine are in 6Es, but not anything you'd call a set. Wow, the luxury. Fathom the luxury of having plus 100 speed on a character that's generally used as just a pilot. All right. And then, so Bo-Katan's there, and then we have Mon Mothma, Scout, Kara, Pow, and Cassian. So this one's definitely going to do a whole bunch of running around, but that's what we have the Triumvirate for. All right, so here's what the attack plan's looking like right now, guys. I'm thinking that it's going to be Lukenukem with Bastila lead here against Rey. Against Asajj, so I thought about this a couple different ways. Since I have Django on defense there with that Newt team, I have to think carefully about using bounty hunters here. Because it's an Asajj lead, you have the threat of any one of their teammates being able to strip turn meter off your team. And if I cannot ensure that I can get out ahead with them with bounty hunters, that makes me worry about doing that. So I was looking into this counter, and I see that back in February, Zareth has a video on his counter sheet of taking Mon Mothma, Cassian, K2, Hoth Rebel Scout, and Biston against this Asajj team and coming out with like a 60. So I think I'm going to actually risk that today. I know we have, you know, GG up top. There's different ways to skin that cat. I'm open to suggestions, though. The other option here would be to do something like Veers, I guess, but I really wanted to do Veers against that slow DR up top, right? So I'll take your hot suggestions on Asajj, but against Bo-Katan here, looking around, I think what I wanted to throw right at it was just CLS and cut clean through. I think that if he's hiding anything like gas or whatever on the back, I have options. Although, gosh, I don't really fight these Bo-Katan teams too often. And I guess you could use Veers against that. We have a few different things that are calling out for troopers. So perhaps that was what he was going for, was thinking around trying to draw me. All right. Let's get into the first attack. Jedi. Bastila. Gas. JKL. Oh, how does it go? Hoda and who else did I put on the sheet? Gas. JKR. Yeah, that's right. Okay, this looks like the game plan here. Let me get ourselves set up with the combat music. Alright, looks like you're playing, and go. Very, very good. Okay. Yeah, JKR's in. Yeah, thanks, David. Yep, got that done. Yeah, I've definitely screwed myself before on not having the right comp, so yeah. Hop right to it then. Straight out the gate at her. Amp gas. Amp gas. And now he counters into all this, reducing max hit points. Paste. There goes damage immunity. Okay, we can just basic here. We're stuck on her. Just need her to take a turn, and boom. Now this. Okay, you guys are allowed to take turns and stuff. That's fine. Let's swap to him again. Come on, come on. Get no hit points. Come on, don't let her take another turn, guys. Let's not do that. Okay. Out of the danger zone. Let's heal up. We don't have the benefit of Savior anymore, so we have to be careful in taking on the rest of this. We don't want to lose gas if we can help it. Let's take advantage of the stun now that we're out of the critical zone. Okay. How we doing here? Oh yeah, man, I am just slouching all kinds of crazy in the camera. I gotta watch that. Yeah, go after Finn. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do this. Into non-existence. Good lord. Good lord! Hello. Ray. How you doing? We'll do this. Oh. Okay. We have no means of recovering full protection on gas, so we'll call that a success at 59. All right. Good start to the day. Woo! Hit the big time, guys. Hit the big time. Now in Bronzium. Now here for you. Alright, now let me take a look at my camera here. Because I have this kind of slouch thing going, maybe I should just do a little bit of a tilt. Or I could, you know, just not slouch. Yeah, that's probably a better move. There we go. Appreciate it, David. Thank you, thank you. All right, haven't soiled myself here yet. So about Mon Mothma, let's just take in the Triumvirate as usual, and they're gonna take, you know, 1 billion turns. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Appreciate it, David. Thank you. Wow, thank you for, gosh, many bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 bits. Alright, so yeah, we'll wait here for the first, like, solid minute and just watch them take turns. It'll be a while before Scion gets to do stuff. I actually am kind of delighted that they are attacking him, though. Last time they were pretty much going after Nihilus and Trey exclusively. Sweep and Z. Okay. People who need to be isolated and never come back. Chapter 1. She can't gain max protection back. We should try and preserve his max protection. Yeah. Okay. Yep, gotta hit her. Death. There we go. Alright, that leg of the TM train is done. Helpless, helpless. Oh my. Mon Mothma herself is gone. What a shame, what a shame. And for funsies. Alright, 259s. So far, so good. Alright, David, hot recommendations on Asajj or Bo-Katan? Right now I'm kind of lined up to use Mon Mothma against Asajj. You know, I have bounty hunters at my disposal, but it would be minus Django, right? So it's like Bosk lead with Aurra on it, or Aurra lead. And I don't know that I want to do either against an Asajj. Yeah, I don't know that I want to do that. What did I fight last time? Yeah, last time I fought a Mother Talzin lead with Asajj bounty hunters, and that's a very different situation. So, alright, let's move on. Okay, now this one I was thinking just to CLS, but gosh, doesn't that seem excessive without Canderous here? I don't really fight these Bo-Katan teams. And when I was looking for background on fighting this, not a lot, guys. You know, Swugga.gg doesn't have a wealth of information on this. It's kind of a bummer. And then, actually, I was very surprised to find that Xerath's counter sheet had no background on this as well. So yeah, people are talking about, here on Swugga.gg, you've got Veer's counter, CLS, Gas, and that's kind of about it. But all of those assume to have Canderous. Like, we're very largely kind of toothless here, yeah? So, I'm not sure. Hey, thank you, Heinzie. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for gifting those subs. Real pleasure. Alright, I gotta get back into the swing here. Let's go ahead and think about how we're gonna beat this. Geos. Where's Geos gonna be good for me? Bum, bum, bum. We're not worried about anything too big and bad here. Is there a reason why Geos wouldn't work well here on Bo-Katan? Because I'd like to save CLS. I don't want to use CLS on a team like this. It's kind of garbage. Why wouldn't Geos work? We have their AoEs. Okay, that's fine. What about this is going to be a problem? Sunfax, Soldier, Hoggle, Spy. So we fear no taunt from them. They can dispel us, but we easily gain our taunt back on Brute. I can go right after Armor, who I guess would be the greatest threat to me now. The damage threat's like Sabine, right? But the threat for the match is actually that Beskar Armor going out. So I'm thinking about Geos. Let me put this one down. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. Okay. Soldier Sunfac is the proper order. Geos are fine. Have two dispels to get rid of days. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Where's the second one? I know the one from GBA's third, but where's the second ability for that? Anyway, let's get underway. So, buffs. In terms of things that I'm afraid of for buffs, let's get some ability block around here. Who to delete? The days would be nice to delete right here. We'll go ahead and call Spy for the finish. Does Poggle offense up move also dispel? On all allies. Yeah. I often don't have to rely on that, so good call. I'd forgotten about that. Who do I not want to do stuff? Let's go ahead and deny this guy. We're playing this like a TV match, right? A mass ability block for everybody. Yay! Alright. Armor still shut down. Let's go ahead and deny you. Okay, now we can safely go back and take out Sabine. Bonk. Since we're not under any real threat at this point, it's better to try and cap off. Keep her restricted. Keep you ability blocked, and all focus onto Armor. Might as well use this. Oh wow, she resisted the blind. Not that it's terrifying or anything. Okay. Boom. 60. Devil himself could not have done better. Alright. Now about this Asajj. So, I could CLS the Asajj to allow myself to keep Mon Mothma to take on GG. I think I like that a lot, and I'd like to experiment with that. Might do CLS here. I'll take hot opinions, though. Because I'm not using... I have 3 GLs, and I'm not using any GLs here on this wall. So, I mean, it's kind of a field day for me for the back wall. I think I'll be well prepared regardless. Yeah, I don't anticipate getting surprised anywhere. Let's think here. So many options. I would feel better about CLS here than Mon Mothma. Let me think about this. Yeah. From the beginning, we can just annihilate people, and we're not really worried about their turn meter shenanigans. So we'll put Chupio here so that our CLS gets guard. It's very specifically modded here. And we can manipulate the turn order. Who do I want third? And then you, and then... Where's my golden bot? Okay, so yeah, this is a hilarious overkill. Just Vader it. You have imps for DR. Yeah, I do. So what's the... Well, I was thinking about Vader a little earlier here, David, but I was thinking that the turn meter removal is a concern, right? So it's Vader, Watt, and would you do no one else? I think that's a real risk, right? Because we're weapon teching out here. So I can get stunned, I can get TM. Well, actually, I think no escape is immune. Yeah, Darth Vader's immune to turn meter reduction, so I am immune to those shenanigans. But are we just... See, even if I go in... Let's think about this. They have a couple ways to dispel taunt off of shore if I brought shore. Vader can't get TMR'd, but I have no guarantee that he goes dead first, right? He's 267. 267 plus 16, 283 under his own power, and then with weapon tech divided by 0.85 after somebody takes their first turn, right? And that's going to be Asajj, who could run up in basic and stun me. That's my worry. So I'm effectively 332. So after Asajj goes, I get to run rampant. But what happens? What happens if I get basic off the get? Palp lead, Vader, Watt, Shore, Thrawn. Palp is placed. So okay. So but you are agreeing that we can put more power onto the team. We certainly can do Shore. I could go in with 4 like this. I could do IPD, so there's no buffs. What do you guys think? I'm feeling like I can 4-man this and feel pretty good about it. Because I just need Vader to not get specifically hit first, and then I get to run rampant. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. He is stuck. Okay, yeah. Yeah. The 4-man should be fine, but to your point, I don't know, I like to think about this kind of thing. It's easy to go in with 5. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna 4-man this. Okay, and there we go. A 1. Let's think about this. Who gets the crush? You can have the crush since you have foresight. Okay, non-existence with you. Good God. Good Lord. Might as well crush here. God almighty. Not even close. Swap this. Yeah, there we go. TM capped off. How about it, Vader? Yeah, this is gruesome. Yeah, somebody might get it confused for a lot of things, but this ain't close. Oh, we'll massacre into a basic for lulz. Perfect. Utterly perfect. 61. Vader, Thrawn, Shore, Watt. 61. Okay, we're through the gate with a 259s, a 60, and a 61. Beautiful. Bueno. Okay, let's take a look. What do we got on deck? A man after my own heart. His own sea and nest. We have things for just such an occasion. No reason that sea can't just be outright slackered, yeah? Anyway, let's take notes about what we're fighting. So it's Embo. I don't even know what Embo lead does. I'll have to check that. Oh, what the hell is her name? It's Zam, Rito, and Cat. Really put in the C shift bounty hunter team. Dang. C, Scion, Nihilus, Dooku, and Nest, and then IG. NG88, IPD, R2. Wow. Really interesting. T3. My man with the R5 T3. Okay. Wow. What a weird backwall. Guy likes his crit damage and crit chance mods. I bet he's pretty long on those. He's got a lot, seems like. Yeah, this guy's in for a tough time. Alright, let's think about the top. So I've got that Mon Mothma. Let's go ahead and use what we've already prescribed. Mon Mothma for this. So, Zareth has been toying around with Mon Mothma in 5 vs 5 for the last couple of seasons here. And it's been interesting to see how he's been, testing that out, because it's quite good where he's got it to at this point. We're gonna do, who is it? It's her, and who's the last one? No, not Pathfinder. We already have Scout. Yeah, we need Scout. Scout's the last one. Where are you hiding from me, young man? There you are. All right, so here's the team. Now, what's cool about this? I actually did message Zareth and asked him about this. The modding on your Biston doesn't really matter. I have him in just these absolute garbage pilot mods, like not good, but it'll suffice. All right, the way is always the same against GG. Got to go through B1 first. Okay. And we gotta dispel that right off the get. No games whatsoever. Basic, let's feed TM where we can. Oh, buddy. Nice one. Now we get to AoE, kill B1, into the whoop. Okay, got that. I believe we want Sakala. And now we go after you. It's not very nice. He finally got a turn, but he doesn't get to do anything because I'm a dum-dum who doesn't read. Didn't see that he had a buff immunity on. So, there's always that. Okay, how about it, friend? Let's keep it up. Boom. Okay, he gets nothing. Basic is fine here. More Sakala. Okay, more Sakala. Okay. We'll pay the toll. Sakala. The Vengeance. What is this one? Remove turn meter. No, we don't need to worry about that so much. Pay the price. Okay, now we do the res. Res number 1. God, it's just absolutely brutal. The lappening. Woohoo! Okay, 55. I've had higher in the past. I think perhaps had I not jacked up the Biston Frenzy, may have had some more turn generation, possibly get around to another Mon Mothma heal. But there's a couple different ways to think about that. I mean, I could have tried to use the heal a little earlier proactively, but what I did was I waited for somebody to get killed off and then res. That's safer, but maybe I could have been more aggressive and picked up a couple extra banners for my trouble. Something to think about. Anyway, we can safely say that that was nowhere close at any point of actually being a loss, so credit to Zareth. It's pretty good. Alright, DR. This one gets no respect, no love, just straight up Imperial troopers. Apply foot directly to ass. P-et, what was it? It was death range. No HK, get to do pretty much everything we want. We're super, super fast compared to them, so yeah, we're just gonna Rizzoli this guy. Okay. Yeah, here we probably just want to basic. That's the way we've been doing it. TN gain, stomp. Okay, basic here, basic here. Okay, set down. Must destroy Marauder. Basic. Goodbye. Alright, next, Bastila. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want her to take a turn, but this is the appropriate time for me to do the smash. I think this should be enough damage, though, with 18 stacks and all that offense. So let's take the risk. Yeah, we got Bastila. We stay on time with our attacks. Malik is just devoured wholesale. No assists onto DR. Not that we need them. 60. Okay. Against the crew team. Well, we do have a whole bunch of options now. Let's see. Who are the other obvious teams for me to deal with? Well, yeah, let's talk about how we're dealing with this C. So, is this C here just a solo slacker? Is that what we're thinking? Or is this actually just some JMK hogwash that we're gonna do? What do you guys think? Feel free to chat with me here. I see 23 of you lurking. Probably got me on under the desk while you're working, but here we are. And while I'm waiting for that response, let me go ahead and check what I want to do against this. Sith Eternal Emperor. Throw the one on with Nest there. Yeah, this looks like a Slacker solo from what I'm checking, and my memory tells me I did Slacker solo on this before. Can't get stunned. If I get TMR'd by Nest, that's all to the good. TMR just means I'm thicker. Yeah, I don't really see what's threatening me here. Nihilus is trivial. We can't get massive damage. Yeah. I'm not really seeing a reason. Yeah, Emmett. I'm thinking I'm probably safe here. I got a super fast Slacker. Let me put a note on the sheet. This is what I'm planning to do. And we'll get it done. Now I have to move Slacker away from this other planned usage. Alright, off we go. No whammies. Okay, people who I don't want to get stuck behind at any point. Chapter 1. I do want him to try and TMR me. You can't really put anyone under stealth that I care about. You're a tank. Let's get rid of you for funsies. We'll just say that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, have to swipe there. Say okay. That's just rude. Rude, guys. Stab. Health's a little lower than I would have liked. Okay, we have our ult charged. Got that going for us. swipe Dooku. There we go. We got Nest along the way. Very nice, very nice. Ay, 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 though, the health. Come on now. I'll need to lay off with that. Yeah, this will be a good one. Stab. Okay, and then we'll swipe for fun. The dodge. Wow. Wow, dude. Alright. Well, at least I got the extra... 2 dodges! What the hell? 2 dodges! Alright, 63. Yeah. That worked real nice. Real nice. Okay, so now we have what? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams to fight. Quite a bit with which to do it. So we've got a lot of elbow room. Alright, let's think about these teams. Those 2 are kind of garbage in the back. BAM is the biggest threat here on the table. CLS against crew, I'm thinking. Wow, we have so much here for offense. JML and JMK still. JML, JMK, CLS, and who? Bounty Hunters. Yeah. All manner of Jedi. All manner of Jedi. Lots of options here. Let's see. Against BAM. What about JML? JML Cam. I want to try this. David, you recommended trying Padme with JMK, so I'll actually leave that off here. Let's see. We don't have a JKR, so we can throw in Grandmaster Yoda. It's no harm to us. Ahsoka JKA, I'd like to keep distinct for now. We can throw in Jolie too. I think this is, well, actually, we don't get the benefit from Cam, so let me just sort Galactic Republic so I can make sure that I only take along those Jedi. Yeah, like, let's think about this. Against BAM, Cannability block. What's his name though? We have a couple ways to get around. So I don't really have anything to get rid of taunts or help you get out from behind something. So we'll throw in Shock T here. It was a big noise. Wonder what the toddler's up to out there. Okay, Cam, GMY, Ayla, and Shock. Is there a way I can regret this? We would have JMK, GK, Padme, JKA, and Ahsoka. That seems pretty robust to me. I'm not really worried about that. And then we have Ahsoka there to do Aurra lead Bounty Hunters with Gideon against Aurra lead Bounty Hunters with Gideon against BAM. I can see why that would work. I'm actually going to note that down because I want to think on that. So what is it? That's Aurra, Boba. Well, Boba's probably the one who gets taken out, right? Bosk, Grief, and Mando. So yeah, it would look like Boba's the one who gets dropped out in favor of Gideon. Is that how it would work? Anyway, we're going to take this in this time. I want to use these teams since I reserved them, so. And I can maybe use that bounty hunters thing elsewhere. Alright, so let's just shut people down. Okay, we really can't do a lot with that, so let's just plow through for fun. Okay, don't really want to do anything that isn't, well, with the exception of spreading that right there. Aside from that, I want to keep calling Cam. Let's just get damage on. Keep calling, you know, you can benefit from calling her here, getting offense up for everybody. Stone Age has cooldowns and take advantage to call Cam. Yep, and then he heals himself, Queel, which is fine. Yeah. And now we can go ahead and dispel everybody, hide Cam. I don't mind applying an armor shred here. Let's see. Stun would be cool if we can land it. Okay, that's nice. Let's basic back over here. Get Foresight. And where are we at with that, guys? One more. Yes. We're almost to an ultimate now. We got that going for us. Yeah, putting a lot of gear into Aurra is not necessary by any means. Let's dispel all that goodness off you while you're waiting. We'll basic here. Who can help me? Alright, there's that. You've got this guy causing complication. So, what's the right move? We don't need to do a heal, but I very much doubt we will need to do a heal. So let's go ahead and run after Vandor. As long as he has prepared, we're going to be stuck. And we're already halfway through our time. Okay, that's fine. You can't save everyone. Vandor. It's fine. We can just do a call here, get offense back up. Let's basic there. I'm just really waiting for Vandor's turn. I need Vandor to go, so I can do stuff to Vandor. Okay. There we go. That's the ticket, friends. Okay. Yeah, I know we got a couple damage immunities there. Oh, this chain is bad. Come on, Bam, let's go. Yeah, that's fine. Two minutes. This is bad, man. This is real bad. Let's just keep after Bam. Stop messing around. Come on, Bam, let's go. Okay, you're finally out of that. Now let's punish. Who's got a turn? This is the moment. Boom. Okay. Better put it on auto and let the game do its thing. We got a lot of work to do in 56 seconds. Okay. Feeling better. Come on. Another God. Go, guys. There we go. Well, it was a 56, but man, did I not like that. That took too long. And I got stuck behind a couple of those damage immunities just by juggling my focus. So let's put this down. JML, Cam, Shot, Ayla, and who was it? It was GMY for 56. Alright. Now I'm thinking to CLS this mess up top with crew. Chupio, Chewie, C3PO. I think this will be good. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Kilo. That was a lot closer than I would have liked it to be, but here we are. Alright, on with the show. Okay, people who need to be gone from the beginning. Goodbye, Fox. Got a stun there, that's fine. He's already stunned, I can't hit anybody else, let's put up dodge. Let's go ahead and do the stance so I can go after who needs to die. That's a TM game. I think just a basic here will do. We can go ahead and blind now. Let's go for... Our biggest TM generator is going to be Kylo. But I don't want to do a whole bunch of debuff stuff right now. Blah, 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 blah. We've already got all of our stacks around. Let's go ahead and mass on this TIE Fighter pilot. Finish Phasma. TM reduce this Kylo. Sweep and Zeep! Okay, guys. Now is the real fun. Do we time out on? Actually, yeah. That situation with C3PO is actually bad news. Come on, get him. There we go. Chupio saves the day. That could have been bad if not for Chupio, but it's a safer bit of business when he's there. CLS, Chupio, Chewie, and C3PO for 60. Okay, moving right along. Alright, we'll circle back here for fleets and see if did our opponent leave us a nasty surprise or did he stick to his pattern? It's Holdo and Chimera. Man knows what he likes. It's all he does is Holdo and Chimera. It's a personal choice. I wouldn't make that choice, but let's see here. Lots of droid madness on this one. Super fast droids because of BB-8. So we can do this JMK thing here. Let's throw in Galactic Republic. See what we got. We got, oh yeah, this will just be fun. This one will just be fun. Pure fun. And overkill, but mostly fun. Matter of fact, no, you know what? Let's just keep the Padme in there for funsies. Alright, immunity, RGK. No. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Dispel. Wall. And do that. It's fine. You can counter all day, but you're about to die. So I don't really care about how quickly that all gets stacked up, but let's actually take care of IPD real quick. I don't really want him to kill himself on me. If we can hit BB-8, it would be better to kill him. We can take care of T3, no more of those delicious stats that he provides. Yeah, I think this might be slightly excessive, guys. Nice to have the margin of error on my side. Alright, 60. That's another one. So, JMK, Padme, Ahsoka, GK and GK. 60. Okay, so now we can kind of do that that bounty hunters with the Aurra thing here. So let's give that a go. Aurra, Gideon, Mosk, Grief, Mando. Is that how you do it, David? Check the chat. Okay, so let's see here. This is going to work because we're going to shut them down. We get to do all of our stuff first. Yeah, I don't really see how this could go bad on us. Let's get underway. And really appreciate all the viewers and subs here today. Outstanding time. All right. The defensive comp was a hog mess, so I'm not really worried about it, sir. You can do that, it's fine. It's no impediment to me. Okay, there's no taunt here. We have no disincentive to do the mass attack. We can buff here. And then, who else would be great? You not getting to do bombs would be super neat with me. You're already stunned. Who else can we take out that matters? He can do a dispel, this Greedo. Okay, we got that. We're already procced off. We can stop Dengar bombs right here, right now. Let's have at that. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, Mass onto CAD. I want to wait till the bombs go off, or if we can kill them before then. I mean, I'm equally game with that. All right, there starts the bombs. She's gonna gain. She takes a bonus turn if she's stealthed. Yeah, it looks like it's a 59. Oh, but for the grace of God, we had a miss. And that gave us the extra turn for grief. Oh, thank you. Oh, we ran out of coffee here this morning. I only had enough for 1 cup. Wife was kind enough. Thank you so much, my love. I believe you've just been locked in by the toddler. Yes, you have. Okay. Let's get this coffee into the mug. I don't like these travel cups. Yes, that was a great 60, and all credit to David on that one. Hadn't thought of that usage with Gideon and Bounty Hunters before. That is awesome. That was extremely effective. Okay, guys. I mean, we're having as close to an ideal attack as I've ever had. This is going to be great to see how this totals out. So let's see about fleets. Now, my game plan here, I think it's safe to say that our opponent is pretty donezo. So I think it's not going to break my heart to reveal you guys what I had planned for him in fleet. Let's take a quick look at that. So generally I've been setting down Negotiator in some flavor of Empire. I stand behind that Tarkin, I think is the better one to sit down. I've been doing some testing with Chimera though, because the reason you set down Chimera is a stall comp. You know, you're trying to last until Chimera gets to ultimate. That's what you're going for. And I had an opponent from later on in last season of 3v3 here who set down a really interesting Chimera comp. It was like Houndstooth, Imperial TIE Bomber, Gauntlet, and then it called in Razor Crest, and then Cad Bane, and then something else. I forget, I'd have to check. But the point was is that I took a malevolence against this fleet, and they were just able to stick around long enough. They just successfully stalled out a Malevolence on that fleet. I was very impressed. So I tried that a couple times, but I had opponents who knew, who had, I guess, had more experience with that, and they were 60 banner clearing it, not really trying to do all that. So let's see here. Against Malevolence. Well, no, this is my team. I don't need to worry about that. So yeah, Malevolence and Empire should give him some challenge, because I wanted to do Negotiator against Holdo here, and then Rebels against Empire. But here's the thing, I don't know that I even need to do that. I could just... Here's the thing, when you're setting down Finalizer, when you're setting down Chimera, and you set down a single tank like this, you're saying, please, please, please kill me. Please, please, please kill me with Finalizer. Because we can get at this Vader. So Gauntlet gets to go ahead of us. He's the only one that gets to go ahead of us. He's going to use his third. Or he's going to basic. Odds are AI is going to have him use his third. So it's just going to be a hit of damage. We will be able to get ahead of Vader such that he doesn't get to attack, and if he doesn't attack, he doesn't stick a target lock, which means we're not stuck behind TIE Bomber. So we would kill Vader first, but I'm thinking that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that Holdo comp. I don't want to get stuck in a bad way. Rebels is really good against that. I think I'm going to stick to my plan. So it's going to be Rebels against Holdo. Oops, wrong ship. Let's not do that. Yeah. Okay, Han. So today I'm going to need you to actually do stuff. When it's time for you to assist, it would be better if you did. Alright, let's note down the attack. It is Raddus, counter is home 1, and then it was Chimera, counter is Negotiator. Very good. The reason I didn't ultimately decide about Finalizer against the Chimera, I lose banners on that fire. Yeah, that is a bummer. Okay, not really worried about any kind of debuffing, but I am scared about people taking turns, so we'll do that. Basic there, great. Oh man, going swimmingly. In this particular case, I would rather heal Vista, because that's where I've lost some of my margin there. Alright, we wiggle now, we basic, and we start to cut through this Houndstooth. And if I go with, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah. That's what we wanted to see. And now, can we get an assist train? No, we don't have enough assist train there to prevent a reinforcement coming out, but we'll be just fine. We will be just fine. Wiggle. Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, we can call out another ally now. Now we can cap off the protection on Biggs by doing the mass assist here. So even though we took the advantage of having Phantom 2 come out so that we could get a quick reinforcement, I don't really have anything readily to give this protection back to Biggs. And this is going to be the right way. It's fine. That's fine. Anything, Han. Anything. Are you enjoying the show, Han? Is this good for you? For God's sake, man. Just call out this shit. Now, do you think, Han, maybe you can attack for that? Yeah. Thanks, jerk. 67. So. Very clear through the gate on that. Alright, Chimera. How do we overman you? Let's think about it. So... we could use Houndstooth up front. We could do that. But I like my Y-Wing. And I'm thinking standard comp here, but what about those... Let's think about this. So we're definitely going to have... We're ahead of that. We can punish with Houndstooth. We can. So let's do that. We can punish anything that they do quickly with Houndstooth. And what's the more important thing to do here? We can get a big hit off once we have target lockdown with 5s, but we could also bring in 5s if we were so inclined. Could bring Rex. He'll help with more turns. And we won't see Rex come out onto the board otherwise. So I could go in like this and be very comfortable. But to that end, I would rather, if I'm going to do this Underman, I would rather drop Houndstooth and start with Y-Wing. I'm safe, I'm not worried about losing anything. And I like the taunt juggle with Y-Wing better. I want 5s up front. Who in the back? Is it just these two that I want? I want to be excessive on this fleet. We could take Rex if we were so inclined. Houndstooth is a backup tank maybe, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, and if I put Y-Wing on the bench, I don't know that I'll be calling him out. I think we can do it with just these two. We have that advantage. Maybe we can throw in Consular. I don't see Rex being a determinant here, but having another assisting call character can be helpful. And going in with 3 seems excessive, but I like this. Let's go. We do want to get defense down on the bomber. Must go through bomber first. So we can do this. That's a fine move. Yes, mass onto him now. Honestly, I wanted that mass to do a lot more, if I'm being honest. Now I super need to kill Gauntlet. Okay, and he's about to wiggle here, so that's always bad. All these debuffs are about to go bye-bye. So I should call out Plo here. And if I Plo in basic, then I can get rid of this, basic there. Okay, I was hoping that I could have gotten a bigger hit there, but it's fine. Plenty of time, plenty of room. It isn't good that we're at risk to lose him. Okay, there. Now we've stabilized. Seriously though, this guy's about to go. What's up with this, people? Let's go, let's go, let's get a turn in. TM removal. We're heading into the trouble zone here, guys, because we're not getting anything that we need. Think about who we can kill here. We can dispel. Yeah, let's call in Ahsoka, dispel the little bit of protection up off here. We'll take out Vader, so we rip the teeth out. We have a chance to put some damage down here on Gauntlet. I really would like him gone, but we keep having to deal with that kind of crap. Gotta muscle through. Gotta muscle through. Okay. Now, basic. Pretty compelling. Okay, there we go. Got him out of the way. Mass onto Gauntlet. That's the way. That's the way. Alright, 61. We lost our Y-Wing. Had that been Hound's Tooth, he would have been dead sooner. Buff immunity on Hound's Tooth is no friend. So 61, lost a ship, but we saved Banner from not having full reinforcements. And indeed, we were not close to needing a fourth. So how do we total out here, folks? We'll copy this. I'm going to be a little presumptuous and mark this on my sheet as a W right now, because I'm thinking he's probably just done go. So 2847 to 2164. Got to get used to this expanded bracket to understand how good a 2847 is, but I'm guessing it's probably up there. Like 2850 is probably the benchmark for like a nearly perfect attack, right? We didn't have any drops. Maybe like a 55, I think we had, was our lowest clear. So 2850, 2855 is probably that golden spot. All right, let's do the wrap up, and then we'll see about rating you guys off to someone else very deserving. So again, with the defenses, for those of you who were not with us at the beginning, he one-shot everything here on the front, and when he got to the back wall, he found himself a bit without. Had to two-shot C back here, but what he wasn't expecting was this Stormtrooper Han team with Wampa, and it's a big, sweaty Wampa here. I love this team. I'm definitely going to be making very big use of this. Note that I don't have Zetas on Stormtrooper Han or either of the vets. Certainly not necessary. Nothing you'll miss on. The only Zeta I have on Wampa is the the stacking offense Zeta. The healing immunity Zeta is a real nice to have. I'd love to pick that up at some point, but it's just not in the cards here for the foreseeable future, because I've got to put 3 Zetas on Cat here very shortly, and then I'm grinding up the Bad Batch, so there's another 4 Zetas spoken for. I've got a reserve. I've got a plan going. Anyway, for this top wall, this is where his attack stopped. So he one-shot these 3 teams, and then made one go on Rex Zeris. I noted that he doesn't keep Malak for offense. Malak can solo this team, but he doesn't do that. He always puts down his Malak with his DR, so there we go. And then he never got to see fleets, but I changed up my fleet plan from what I typically do, because this guy has a really predictable defense, and so I wanted to take appropriate ships against that. And I'm glad I did. Negotiator against Chimera is very safe. You can also Rebels the Chimera, but by putting down Holdo, you're thinking about who is best against that. There is no substitute. The best counter to Holdo is Rebels every time, because you devour everything that they're about. They're about buffs, they're about dodging. Milf's about multiple attacks, and every time it basics, it strips buffs. So they just have nothing against you. As far as the attacks go, let's take a look. We started at bottom, so we'll review there as well. Yes, we Bastila Lukenukemed this Ray. Asajj, that was a fun one. How did I deal with that? That Asajj was a Vader team. That was very fun. Vader, Thrawn, Shore, Watt worked just fine. Just like I expected, Asajj, I think Zombie actually went first. Zombie did his stun onto Shore, so right there, the idea of doing like Vader and Watt just alone against that team, wouldn't have worked. We would have had Vader stunned, and that would have been the end of the fight. So glad I went in with the 4. Against Bo-Katan. So note that this isn't with Canderous. This is a pretty weak Bo-Katan team. I mean, the big threat there is having... he's already got the Zeta invested into Bo-Katan. Like, he's looking to have a whole lot of attacks out of turn and, you know, assists. That is meant to be with Canderous, so I'm not really sure. Maybe this guy doesn't have a well-modded Canderous. And then against Mon Mothma here, that was also a lot of fun. What did I use for that? Mon Mothma. Why do I write Mother Talzin when I mean Mon Mothma on my sheet? Yeah, that was just Traya Scion Nihilus as usual. We'll take a look at the top wall here. Well, no, we'll go to the back. We'll go to the back. So yeah, Embo. This is, you know, this Embo team's kind of just a mess. And by the time that I got to the back wall, I had, you know, three GLs. So I didn't have to use any GLs to clear the front. So the rest of the attack was kind of at my leisure, right? Against the Embo, I did Aurra, Gideon, Boss, Grief, Mando. Against C, I just did Slacker solo. IG-88 team, we did that with JMK because we could. And then GG, that was Mon Mothma, using the latest and greatest Mon Mothma variant from Zareth. Worked just fine. Dreadful slow, DR and BSF, so easily outrun by troopers. Crew here, we just did the CLS team, and Chewie was what made us not get stuck on crew. Yeah, C-3PO against crew is bad news, but Chewie is just a monster, so don't need to worry about it. And then against BAM, that was a little sweaty there. Not used to using something as overpowering as JML against this, but the problem that I was having there was splitting focus off of BAM was forcing BAM to, you know, healing immunity them, and then I'm delayed another couple turns, and I kept getting delayed in such a way until it was like 2 minutes, and I had like 4 characters on the board. It was a very bad situation, but we got through it, and yeah, that one was a little dicier than I would have liked. So yeah, all the attacks were pretty good though. And then you just saw here fleets. Fleets more or less worked to plan. It was a bummer that we lost Y-Wing here against Chimera, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, let's take a look here on Twitch. Who's around? Let's have us a look-see. We'll send you over to Chandway, I guess. Let's do that. Raid channel. Chandway. And alright, we're going to get this raid started here, guys. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in. All the new followers, all the new subs, real pleasure. Please look me up on Discord. Feel free to hit me up about anything. I'm really big into mods, remodding, and fleets. Those are things I spend a lot of time on, so if you've got questions, if I've got time, I've got answers. And I'll always get back to you if I'm not able to get to you quickly. Alright, other than that, we'll see you here on Sunday morning. Have your coffee ready. Have a good one, guys.